For Kim Kardashian, how tough can parenting really be? You've got enough cash to pay for a wall of nannies, right? Well, now Kim has come out to say that going from 1 to 2 children has been genuinely tough on her. While not everybody is sympathetic, her comments have generated some real dialogue. Here's ABC's Rena Nyman.
Not many parents with 2 young kids spend their nights like this at a mega fashion show in New York. But that's just what Kanye and Kim did tonight, seen here in this video from Tidal. But even with all the help she can afford, Kim now saying baby number 2 has been a big adjustment. Posting this week, "I get no sleep," in reference to balancing the needs of her newborn son with those of her toddler daughter, Northwest, seen here in this Instagram photo. "Every waking second that I'm not with the baby, I'm with North. I feel like I go into overdrive to give my daughter attention and make her feel loved." But of course, as the internet was quick to point out, she probably has lots of help. But there are the sympathizers too. Kardashian's comments have sparked new dialogue about being a parent in the modern age, when couples go from 1 child to 2 or more. The pressure to provide a perfect upbringing for each one has made parenting harder than ever before. It can look a lot like this. Corey White and her husband Dan Gibson are parents to 4 kids.
This is Levi, Olivia,
Jackson, and then we have Emily, if you can see us all.
Earlier this month, the couple posted this video to Facebook, showing the Ontario mom juggling to put her toddler and 3 young triplets to bed. The post quickly racked up over 66 million views on Facebook. Finding out they were expecting triplets was a total shock for Corey and Dan.
I went to the ultrasound by myself, and when I got there and they told me it was triplets, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry.
But sometimes life works that way. Just ask Nicole McNamara and her husband Melvin. They had 1 son, Melvin, named after his father, and decided to go for 1 more.
When we got together, we decided on 2. I mean, that was kind of the number that we were hoping for.
Easy.
Instead, they got these guys, twins Hunter and Skylar.
We went into the doctor and she said, "Well, there's 2." And my response was, "2 what?" And she was like, "2 babies."
I was looking at the screen. I said, "Yeah, I can see 2." It was like a National Geographic of, like, just watching babies of some wild animal or whatever. Yeah, there's 2 there.
Raising their 3 kids isn't cheap. The average cost for middle-income families to raise a child in the U.S. is more than $245,000. By the time their kids are 18, Nicole and Melvin will have spent more than $736,000. And they haven't even paid for college yet.
Childcare is extraordinarily expensive. Food is the biggest expense.
And it's not just those everyday costs that add up. It's those untenable expectations. A study shows that 53% of moms feel overwhelmed trying to create the perfect life for their children, and 46% have incurred debt as a result.
It's not uncommon for parents to put their kids first and even put themselves in debt in order to provide certain opportunities.
This idea of perfection is taking a toll on more than just the bank accounts. 44% of moms say they argue with their partner over money, at least some of the time. The percentage jumps to nearly 50% in households with 2 or more children.
Well, I think the more personalities you have in the household, the more conflict there will be. And every parent has a different way of parenting.
And when it comes to having that second child, women and men appear to have different experiences. According to studies, women and men differ slightly in happiness after the birth of their second child.
We have a lot more women who are in the workforce and a lot more women who are, earning the living that the family is living off of. And then on top of that, they want to be the good mother, the good wife, the good friend.
Even if it's hard, almost every parent thinks raising children is the most amazing job in the world, especially if they've had trouble conceiving. On TLC's new show, Rattled.
Oh, hi, baby.
First-time parents Ashley and Tyson Gardner struggled with infertility for 8 years before giving birth to 2 sets of identical twins, all girls through IVF, a 1 in 70 million chance.
Just having them just makes us appreciate every moment. I mean, especially having quadruplets where some people may not be super grateful for such a hard situation. For us, we're like, yay, we're so excited. Like they all 4 have poopy diapers and we're like, this is great.
We are just running a million miles an hour constantly.
It is very expensive. Formula, diapers, clothing, wipes, everything that they need, medicines, doctor visits. I mean, just multiply that times 4 and, sometimes you're left just spinning right into the ground.
Seeing that they were overwhelmed by the challenge of raising 4 babies, Ashley's sister turned to the internet for help. She helped the Gardners set up a Facebook page and blog called the Gardner Quad Squad, which helped the couple with donated baby clothes and supplies. Thankfully for the McNamaras, the newborn face is far behind them. The twins turned 3 in May. But it's no walk in the park. Both Nicole and Melvin work full-time, mostly from home.
Work is always here. So even after the kids go down, we go back to our offices. And so we have to be really kind of intentional about saying, okay, this is the kids' time, this is our time.
But these parents all say they wouldn't trade it in for the world.
Everybody's going to have their ups and downs, their struggles, but children are the greatest blessing ever. No matter how hard the struggle is with them, they're worth every second of it.
For Nightline, I'm Rena Ninen in New York.
Our thanks to Rena. We should say the Gardner family is featured in the new show Rattled, which airs Tuesdays on TLC.